What's the importance of the LoRa Alliance for Actility?
The LoRa Alliance is really vital for us. The Internet of Things is really anything connecting to anything. That's a dream. Obviously, no single company can achieve such a big dream. So you need to rely on the network effect. Initially, we were just 3 companies working on the LoRa Alliance. We had a certain effect on the market, but limited. Now we are, I think, about 150 or even more companies interacting together to create that dream. And the network effect is now in full speed. And we have actually a good chance because of this to reach that goal very shortly. So the LoRa Alliance is the only chance to succeed in having an impact on the IoT.
And why did you select specifically the LoRa technology for your solution?
It's all about time to market. In the current world of technology, there is just no seat for second place. It's either you're first or you're not there. So IoT is going to happen in the next 3-4 years. It's there. I mean, it's going to happen for real. You need to pick the first technology that can make that dream become real. So it needs to be effective, you need to have the chips, they need to be rolled out. But other things, non-technical, you need to have reach into people building objects today. So you need to have the sales force, the people who can explain the technology worldwide to those people. And that LoRa ecosystem actually checks all the marks. So technology-wise, you could think of other approaches. But if you take the whole constraints of serving this market, being present on time with the right technology, currently you get only LoRa.
Could you please describe your LoRaWAN solution portfolio?
We have chosen to become a provider to service providers, again because of the scale. Becoming an operator is very tempting, it's a very nice dream, but there is the whole world to serve, so from a realistic point of view, we think that being indirect and providing the best technology to operators for each operator, like KPN as they announced today, Proximus as they announced a few weeks back, to each deploy in their region, we think that can help achieve that dream of rolling out IoT on a worldwide basis in the next few years, reachable for a relatively small company. We're just 70 people right now. So we are building the products for service providers. That's not only the technology layer, but also the whole back office, where I think where we stand out today is really that ability to provide the back office that makes an operator immediately operational, immediately able to serve customers, sell to customers. And that's critical for time to market from the operator point of view.
Which markets are you addressing with your solution?
The IoT market is actually many small markets. We have specifically a strategy for that. The situation now, there is a tension, if you will, between the current players in M2M and IoT, which tend to be very small local companies. Many of them, in any European country, you'd get 100 small M2M players. All of a sudden enabled by a worldwide technology. So all of a sudden they can sell to anyone worldwide. If you're an operator, you rolled out now your low power wide area network, but you're looking for solutions. You want to reach out to all these small players. So we built a specific product called the ThinkPark Marketplace, ThinkPark Store, that behaves as an intermediary, distributor between all the small companies in each nation, aggregating them and presenting them to operators. So there is really no single segment. The tool that we're providing aims at serving all segments in parallel. Scale it, make it automatic, and scale, make it faster.
What's your impression about this all-member meeting?
I've been in technology for 20 years now, and through very interesting transitions like VoIP, which at the time was very exciting with lots of meetings and so on. But I never faced such a fast ramp-up. This alliance, you've been in the corridors, there are hundreds of people clustering. A year and a half ago, we had 3 people around the table. No. That alliance was created beginning of this year from literally nothing. And we went from the stage of the inventors trying to push the technology to the early adopters, few geeks here and there trialing the technology, to now, if you look in the corridors, you'll get just every tier one operator being there. Not all of them publicly announcing that they're looking at LoRa, but they're all present. and that is just in 6 months.
Yeah.
So I personally, in my professional life, I've never seen such fast momentum. It's like, you know, this famous book, Inside the Tornado.
Yeah.
So it's the first time I face a tornado from so close. It's a bit scary sometimes, but quite enthusiastic.